In the fall of 1998, high school sweethearts Ethan and Sarah were driving home after a football game along a lonely Tennessee back road. Just after midnight, they passed an old payphone standing by itself beside the highway. As they drove past, it began to ring. Sarah laughed nervously. Who would even be calling that? On a dare, Ethan turned the truck around. The phone was still ringing. He picked up the receiver. For a moment, there was only static. Then a calm voice whispered, "Not your time." The line went dead. Uneasy, Ethan hurried back to the truck. Before they could pull onto the highway, a car packed with laughing teenagers came flying past them. Seconds later, a fully loaded logging truck entered the intersection. The crash echoed through the trees. The car never had a chance. Ethan and Sarah sat frozen, realizing they would have reached that intersection first if they hadn't stopped to answer the phone. The next morning, they drove back to the same stretch of road. The payphone was gone. No sign that anything had ever stood there. Neither of them ever spoke about it again. 30 years later, Ethan and Sarah were asleep when Ethan's cell phone rang just after midnight. Half awake, they both sat up. Ethan glanced at the screen. The caller ID just said, "Payphone." He answered. The same calm voice quietly said, "Your time has come." The call ended. Sarah rubbed her eyes. "Who was that?" Ethan forced a smile. "Just a spam call." She nodded, and they both lay back down. When Sarah woke the next morning, Ethan was still beside her. She smiled and nudged his shoulder. He didn't move. Sometime during the night, Ethan had quietly passed away in his sleep. Later that afternoon, while calling family from Ethan's phone, Sarah noticed the recent call log. The last incoming call wasn't a phone number. It simply read, "Payphone."